with Taya Kyle, best-selling author, devoted mom of two, and one of the most resilient women I am blessed to call a friend. She is the wife of Chris Kyle, and she's written another brand new book. It's called American Spirit, that profiles everyday heroes from all across the country. Please welcome Taya Kyle back here. Good morning, America.
Yeah.
We got a live audience now.
Awesome.
Since you were, last time, as my mama used to say, good to lay my eyes on you. It's just so good to lay my eyes on you. I remember hanging out with you down in Texas, and oh, you were going through a difficult time. It was soon after your beloved husband, Chris. And so how are you, and how's the family doing now?
We're doing so well, really. It's kind of blowing my mind lately that, I mean, my kids are fantastic. They're funny, they're growing up, they're just a blast to hang out with. And I'm really doing well too, which is a nice thing to be able to say after all this time. And I think one of the reasons that I'm doing so well is the stories in American Spirit. I mean, those people inspired me along the way and kept reminding me that the world is full of good, you know? It's not all rough and hard, and even when it's rough and hard, there's good from it.
Yes, my mother would say, find the happy sorrow in what it is that you're going through, and make your mess your message as well, which we find over and over. You know, some people might think, oh gosh, the American Spirit, well, we're going through some difficult times right now, but you say it is alive and well.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, you know, you have your friend, and I know you have because you're a sensitive person, you watch people struggle, and you say, you know, I know you're angry right now, and I know you're hurting right now, but I see your soul, and your soul is good. And that's kind of how I look at this country. It's kind of my love letter to the country of, I see that we're angry, and I see that we're hurting, but I also see we're so much more than politics. We're so much more than these issues. We're good, we have soul, we have character. There are so many people doing good things, and I want people to see that so that we concentrate on that more.
And you did a beautiful job of that, you and Jim, who wrote with your first book as well, American Wife, because whether it's a little kid who's starting a lemonade stand, or it's Zach Brown who's helping children with disabilities, there are people that we know, and there are people that we should know in this book, and that was important to you, all walks of life.
Yes, I wanted to take everybody from kids to older people, different backgrounds, sports players, everyday Joe type people. I wanted people to know it's happening all around you. Just open your eyes and also consider getting involved.
Yes, and you really feel that way.
I do.
And you said that in the book, like, you know, just don't read it. Maybe it'll inspire you to do something on your own. Veterans, a special place in your heart. And there's an Air Force vet that you write about. Please tell people about him.
Yeah, so Donnie Davis is a great guy. He was struggling, he had PTSD, and he became a pastor to help other people. And he ended up with this property that he bought, and he puts tiny houses on it. And those tiny houses are really awesome. I mean, most people know about them. And it's for veterans, and they heal, they find jobs, they do different things, but they have a community there. He's just getting started, but it's awesome. And it's awesome to see the corporations that are backing it. People get it, they care.
Yeah, and I love how you start, because you're talking about that pioneering spirit. That's with us. And you say that's what we've got to hold on to. Right.
That's what Jim and I were talking about in the beginning. I would travel for speaking engagements and see these people and meet all these wonderful people. I'm like, why are we not talking about this? And I thought their pioneering spirit, because Jim was writing a book at the same time and about the West and the spirit, and I'm like, it's still alive. It's people sacrificing themselves and their time for the next generation. It's people giving of themselves and risking great odds just to do good.
I know, and it doesn't have to be something grand. It can be the smallest thing that's going to help somebody. If you could just, you know, my sister started an organization, Each One Save One. Just if you just look at it like that.
And that's what's in this book, is a lot of these people didn't set out to do something big. They set out to do something small, and then it just like sparked something else, and it rippled out. It's awesome.
And there were so many kids. Oh, so many kids that you write about. The lemonade stand and how millions of dollars was able to be raised through that.
Right, because I think part of it is we also look at the next generation. Every generation has done it. Every single one says the next one is going to ruin the country, right? And we rally. And I'm looking at these kids going, there's so many good kids out there doing awesome things. We need to remember that.
And lastly, you know, because people, they reach out to you, and it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in some time, but we're little text buddies. We text back and forth and keep up. How have you been able to, and I'm so happy to see this light back in you, and just tell people what has helped you get to this point? You
know, I really think it's my faith 100% first. I mean, I know it's God. I've seen him so much in my depths, you know, and I had this vision of, I kept feeling like God was asking me to jump off a cliff without a parachute. And one day I was crying, feeling sorry for myself, going, I've done it, I've proved I can do it. Why do I keep, and then I realized that's where the blessing is. And one of the guys in the book, Micah Fink, he's got a program called Horses and Heroes, and he talks about the easy way will kill you. And I think you know that, Robin. The hard things in life have brought you more joy when you get through it.
Yeah.
Your perspective's different.
My mother had a poem. She said, I walked a mile with pleasure. She chattered all the way, but I was none the wiser for all she had to say. I walked a mile with sorrow, and ne'er a word said she, but oh, the things I learned from her when sorrow walked with me.
Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah. See, look at the impact your mom makes, right? That's a perfect example. You've talked about your mom a lot with me, and I know you have with your audiences on camera. And the thing is, she sparked something in you, and look what you do. You bring it to millions. I mean, you just never know.
And you're doing it. American Spirit is out tomorrow. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.